Good morning, my friends. Today I want to do a seated flow for the standing postures. So we went through how to do all of our standing postures, and we talked about ways that we can weave these flows or these poses together to create a flow. So this morning I am seated in my chair with my nice cozy sweater and my nice fuzzy socks, so that we can try a seated variation or a seated version of the standing posture sequence. So we're going to weave through some of these standing postures that we've learned and experience a nice good flow this morning. So, or this afternoon if you're doing this later in the day. All right, I have my chair seated on my mat. All four legs of the chair are safely placed on the mat, and I'm actually going to come slightly kind of to the edge of the chair. I'm going to plant my feet in front of me as I find some stillness and set my intention for this quick practice. So taking a moment, I'm going to adjust my alignment. We'll go from the root to the crown. So I'm going to lift up my toes and press the four corners of my feet down into the mat or down into the floor. Activating the muscles in my legs, activating the muscles in the thighs energetically. Maybe we'll draw the thighs together. When I say energetically, I mean we're going to do the motion as if we're drawing those legs together, but instead of them actually coming together, we keep them apart. So we're energetically drawing them together. And then we'll come up to the hips. We'll bring the pelvis to neutral. Activate the core. Take the belly button back toward the spine, up towards the rib cage. Slight lift in the chest. Shoulder blades flat back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And set your intention for this practice. My intention for this practice is to see how these standing postures flow in a seated flow. I'm going to give myself grace and space today as I practice. And I just want to feel grounded and just scrumptious at the end of the practice. So that's my intention for this practice. Set your intention for this practice. And then we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's do a couple more of those. Deep breath in. Let's draw the shoulders up. Maybe you draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale. Releasing the shoulders. Maybe draw the shoulder blades together. Chin up. One more deep inhale in. Exhale. Allow yourself to soften in gravity. Allow your hips to fall into the seat. And remember, the seat can hold you up. So we're going to trust the seat, and then it does that. And then I invite you to take the hands out to the side. We'll take the hands to the side and maybe point the palms toward the front of the room. And then we'll bring some movement into the fingers, just to look at the fingers a little bit. And we'll inhale and sweep the arms up, reaching towards the sky. Whatever's feeling good for you today. Maybe let's just lifting like this. I want a nice good stretch this one, so I'm going to reach for the stars. Open up my chest. Taking that scrumptious breath. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the heart. Find stillness for just a moment. We'll do that one more time. Taking the hands out to the side. Maybe we inhale and sweep the arms up towards the sky. Reaching high, I'm going to open up the chest. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, I'm going to take the feet a little wider here. And we're going to inhale and open up and then down into a goddess chair squat. So I'm going to inhale, reaching my arms up, opening up the chest. Exhale, bending my elbows as I come down. And then I've got goddess. And I'm rooting down through the feet here, activating my legs, just hugging the muscle to the bone. Maybe you play with the arms here. Maybe we rotate the arms up and down, getting some movement. Maybe we'll take them to the side. Maybe reaching up and down. One of my favorite ways to play with goddess is to take the hands to the knees. And then I'm dropping the shoulders. So I like to drop the shoulders and then stretching the spine. Maybe some of these over the opposite shoulder. And I'm inviting you to play with this posture. You can do what I do. You can do what you want to do. Maybe you're just sitting in stillness, finding power in this goddess pose. Maybe you just have the hands to the knees. Maybe you invite in a Gyan Mudra. Maybe you bring the hands to the chest. You do what feels right for you in this goddess pose. Let's take a few breaths here. Maybe activate Ujjayi breathing. So we're inhale, drawing that breath in. Constriction on the throat as we exhale out. Maybe if you're feeling a little heavy today and you need an emotional release, try this breathing with me. Maybe deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out. Maybe we'll take it in both inhale and exhale. And on the next exhale, I'm going to release my legs and bring them back to the center. Coming back into my movement. Rooting down my feet up. Pick up my toes here. Find some stillness. Come back to your intention. What intention did you set for today's practice? Then next we're going to go into our lateral angle. So I'm going to take the left foot out and turn my toes out to the side of the mat, coming out to the edge of my seat here. And I'm kind of sitting in like an L shape. So my hips are actually kind of positioned over here, but find the right position for you. What feels good, if it feels comfortable, and what feels safe in the seat, making sure that you're not too far to the edge that will tip over and fall. So I'm going to come to this comfortable position here. Then I'm going to take this left elbow to the left knee. I'm going to inhale and open up here. Just opening up the chest. And maybe if the neck's not feeling so hot today, maybe you keep the neck down. But if it's happy and it's open and it's ready for it, maybe you send the gaze up towards the heel. Maybe you just look out the corner of your eye and do a bit of yoga for the eyes. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring our awareness to how it's feeling in the rib cage. Breathe into the space between the ribs here as well. Lean into the side. Maybe you take this back leg. Maybe we stretch it. Again, making sure that you're feeling comfortable and safe in this chair. So making sure that you have enough of your bum in the chair, that you feel safe, that you won't fall. Then maybe we come into this side. Take a couple of breaths here. Maybe you lift the toes and press the 4 corners of the feet down into the mat. And on the exhale, we're going to release and we're going to bring the back head down as we bring the front arm up. Or maybe we bring both palms up for warrior 2 in the chair. I can really feel this in my front. 5 here. Really getting some activation of thigh here. So finding maybe a good position works for you. From your warrior two, let's turn and lift that front arm. We're going to come to the warrior one. Now remember, we have the option here. You use the blocks. Well, you can grab your blocks, take them right in front of the chair. I like to stack 2 blocks on the lower setting side. And then bring my knee to the block. And you can find warrior here. Maybe you root down through that front foot, energetically drawing the thighs together, lengthen the ground. Maybe we invite a stay back then. Or maybe stay neutral. I want you to exhale. We're going to release. We're going to come back to warrior two. And then let's warrior two for a moment. Exhale and release. I'm going to come back to center and move back to my right pose again. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little warm, so I'm going to take my sweater off. What a good slow chair practice. No pressure, right? I'm going to do this on the opposite side. So this time I'm going to take the right leg out to the side, finding a comfortable seated position here. So I'm going to make sure that I'm feeling safe here. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to take taking the right elbow to the right knee. I'm going to inhale and reach all over my head. Rattle, and maybe I'm just bringing rattle over here. Let's take a few breaths here. With each breath, let's bring our release into those ribs, breathing into the side. Having what feels good. Take that breath, get the foot out. Come into another variation of lateral angle. Couple of breaths here. Really allow yourself to feel this posture. And on the exhale, I'm going to release, bring the back hand down and the front arm up into warrior two. Maybe you have the hand palms up, maybe you have them down, maybe you choose a mudra. Whatever feels good for you. It's your practice. And we're in a warrior two. And then exhale, and then come into warrior one. You can come into warrior one here, or if you still have your blocks there like me, I'm going to just put my knees down in place. Finding strong warrior one, energetically drawing your thighs towards each other, coming down to that front foot and pulling down your knee in the blocks. What's that? Maybe we invite a nice gentle exhale. On the next exhale, we'll open up into a warrior two again. Maybe we keep the knee here, maybe we extend the leg here. Whatever feels good. Hold in warrior two for just a moment. A couple of breaths. One more. And on the exhale, once releasing, we'll return back to center. Finding early up and pose again. Take a moment and see how this is starting to feel in the body. What areas of the body are you starting to feel that are warming up? For me, I'm getting a little warm right here in the chest and the arms, and the upper arms and the shoulders. I feel like I'm getting activation in the thighs a little bit. But yes, where do you feel this in your body? Down back to center. Now we'll go through this same sequence, adding on. So we're going to take this to the opposite side again. So taking the left toes out, we're going to come into that lateral angle. Finding your lateral angle here. We're going to do this a little quicker this time. So from lateral angle, we'll exhale and release into warrior two. One deep breath here, exhale. We'll come into warrior one. This time, I'm going to straighten that front leg. We're going to hold that foot leg out. And maybe come into a triangle variation. Exhale, release. So come back to warrior one. Bring that knee back. Open up and return back. And pose. Remember, I'm just getting the options here. If you choose to omit a particular posture that doesn't feel right, or you just don't want to do it, you are more than welcome to do that. You hold the power here. Well, I'll switch to the opposite side. So taking the right toes out to the right side of the mat. I'm going to drop down, right elbow to right thigh. I'm going to take a step that back leg as I come into a lateral angle. Deep breath here. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Open up to warrior two. 2 breaths here. Next exhale, I'm going to drop my knee. I'm going to come into warrior one. One more breath, and we straighten out that front leg. And then slide down. The variation triangle. Maybe really fun. Exhale, release. Come back to warrior one. Exhale, release to warrior two. And return back to mountain pose. Find stillness. Connect to your breath. Yourself in. We'll do that sequence one more time. This time adding on a revolved lateral angle. So we'll take the right toes out to the, left toes out to the left side of the mat. We're going to inhale, drop the left elbow, come into lateral angle. Maybe you take the feet back. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Drop the knees, coming up to warrior one. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Drop the elbow. Now we'll come into a revolved lateral angle. So with the revolved in the chair, with revolved, we may twist towards the back of the room. But since we're in a chair and we don't want to tip over, we're going to come into more of an extended lateral angle. So from our lateral angle, we're going to inhale and open up. Maybe you reach back. Reach back and off. Exhale, come back. Come back to center. Dropping the knee. Inhale for warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. And come back to center. And this time we'll take the feet to goddess before we come back to mountain pose. And then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So now we'll take the right foot to the right side of the mat, taking the toes out. We'll come into our lateral angle here. One more inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. One more deep inhale. Exhale, drop the knee. We'll come into warrior one. One more inhale. Now exhale, open back up to warrior two. Drop the right elbow, coming back into lateral angle. And again, for revolved at lateral angle in the chair, we're not going to twist so that we can tip out of the chair. We're going to open up a little further. So inhale and opening up through the chest. And then maybe it's like back and we'll reach back, twist back of the chair. This way we're still getting that nice little twist without risking falling out of the chair. Exhale, return back to center. We'll come back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, drop the knee, come to warrior one. And come back. Take the legs wide for goddess. One breath here. One more inhale. And exhale, we return back to mountain pose. In your mountain pose, find stillness. Maybe take the hand to the heart. Maybe one hand to the back. And give gratitude for being able to experience today's practice, even if you just visualized this practice. Gratitude for being able to be here, to experience, to see, to hear. All good things. Deep inhale, we'll take the arms out, sweep them up towards the sky, maybe open up big. Exhale, bring hands to the third eye. Deep inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Gratitude for taking this time to spend with yourself, and gratitude for joining me in today's practice. Gotcha, and have a good day. Until next time.